What's up, everybody? It's the Alex Leak and Friends NFL podcast, back for another week. I'm your host, Alex Leak. We got Dustin on the show. What's up, Dustin?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. And this is one of my favorite times of the year. Like, the training camp's right around the corner. We're starting our season previews. This NFL season, we can start getting ready for it. And it's got a lot of hype for it. I bet. Are you excited for this season?
Absolutely, man. I'm counting down the days. I'm ready for the first Hall of Fame game in Canton. We're getting there, but still got to enjoy the summer a little bit.
Yeah, but we're gonna have training camp to watch. Keep an eye on all that. We're gonna have free agents still signing. We're waiting on some big names like Julio Jones, T.Y. Hilton, some guys like that. And then the preseason games and all that. So I can't wait. This episode is going to be the Buffalo Bills 2022 season preview. Last year they win the division for the second straight year. First of all, how surprising is that to you? I mean, for so many years the Patriots have dominated this division. And now the Bills are starting to. And the Bills are the favorites to once again win this division for the third straight year. I mean, is this completely the Josh Allen factor, or is there more to it?
I mean, obviously it is. Josh Allen has changed that whole franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they needed was a franchise quarterback.
Yep.
There was a time there where they were lacking in that kind of category. And also, you got to give credit to Coach Sean McDermott, man.
Yeah.
He's really turned that franchise around.
He has, and one thing to keep an eye on, I think a lot of the success should be credited to Brian Dable for the job he did offensively and the play calling. And so with him leaving to go be the Giants head coach, the new offensive coordinator is going to be Ken Dorsey. And so I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on that offense and see how Dorsey does calling plays. Josh Allen's going to be an MVP favorite. But I want to keep an eye on Ken Dorsey in the play calling as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I believe this is his first year as an offensive coordinator, correct?
Yeah, he's been a quarterback coach. He was the Panthers quarterback coach from 2013 to 2017 and a former NFL quarterback.
So, yeah, I mean, it shows there that he knows how to coach the quarterback. It's just, do you know what play to call in a certain moment?
Yeah.
You have to call plays that fit Josh Allen.
Yeah, and there's usually a learning curve there. So maybe if they can get through the first half of the season, which is kind of a tough schedule, the first half, and then get into a groove and go on their run.
But I do think having McDermott there as the head coach, it's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
He's going to be successful.
Yeah, he's going to hold them accountable. He knows how to win, what that all looks like. So, what are your thoughts? I mean, can this team, in your opinion, get back to the conference championship for a third straight year, and can they get over that hump? Or no, they didn't make the conference championship last year. So can they get back to the conference championship and get to a Super Bowl? All eyes are on this Bills team to see if they can get to the Super Bowl for the first time since the Jim Kelly Bills in the early 90s. I mean, do you think they can take that next step? I mean, last year had to be kind of disappointing going out in the second round.
Yeah, and by the way, a great game.
Yeah,
an amazing game.
Yeah.
Allen played his tail off. Mahomes played his tail off.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it ended the way it did, but I do think, I think the Bills are the best team in football.
They're your favorite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because Josh Allen's the man, and he's not being talked about enough and given enough credit. I think he's a top 5 quarterback.
He is probably at this point. I mean, the thing that's so difficult about Josh Allen, he's got a great arm, a cannon arm. He's pretty accurate. The deep ball is great, but it's his legs, and he's such a big body quarterback. Once he starts running on you, he's almost impossible to defend. We saw that in the playoff game against New England.
You don't think that would end up coming back to get him, though, taking so many hits while he's running? I mean, he is big,
Usually, I think it's more of a concern for guys like Lamar Jackson and stuff like that. I think Josh Allen's such a big body. He's more built to withstand it. But you see, they brought in Mitch Trubisky, like a proven solid backup. Now he's gone to the Steelers, but they got Case Keenum, another solid proven backup. Yeah.
I think Keenum is a guy who could step in, if Allen does suffer a minor injury or something, has to be out for a game. Keenum can win that game for you.
Yeah, and so that was a trade with the Browns to get Case Keenum. A guy to look out for. All the eyes are on Stephon Diggs, but Gabriel Davis went off in that playoff game. 4 touchdowns, like 200 yards receiving. Do you see Gabriel Davis as like a 1A going into this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had some key losses, so he would have to be. I mean,
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley.
somebody has to step up. Stephon Diggs can't do it by himself, but you know, I like the addition of Jamison Crowder.
Yep.
I really do. I think that helps them, you know, be able to have that third option or the second option even.
I say
know.
third option in the slot. You
Yeah.
got Diggs and Davis, and then you got Crowder in the slot. What about you got Jake Kumaro, Isaiah McKenzie. What about OJ Howard? So they got Dawson Knox, who's a hell of a number 1 tight end. OJ Howard, he came in with so much hype out of Bama and was supposed to be a star, and things didn't really work out in Tampa Bay. I mean, he hasn't caught more than 20 passes in a season since 2019. Does OJ Howard have anything left? Can he be a tight end too, or is he on the way out?
From what I've seen before he got injured,
Yeah.
the man could play football.
Yeah,
He's talented, a very talented guy. Give him a chance.
yeah.
Keep him healthy.
Now they got him
you
on a
know.
1-year deal, so
He
it's like a
doesn't-
chance. Prove it.
He doesn't have to take, 20 snaps because obviously Dawson Knox is the starter. So,
Yeah.
Let him take 10 snaps a game. 3rd and 5, boom, you have a reliable guy. End zone, you have a good speed out route or,
Yeah. Tight end 2 is a good opportunity for him to ease his way back in. And you see so many teams now are running that 2 tight end offense.
Mhm.
They like both, going opposite directions or whatever, leaving one in to block. And then the big move for the Bills, what did you think of Von Miller going to Buffalo on a 6-year, $120 million deal? At his age, 6-year, 120 seems like a lot. But his production was there in the playoffs last year.
And let me tell you, I don't think the Rams defense is as successful as they were last year without the,
Donald
production
and then
of Von Miller.
Yeah.
So I think this is huge. The Bills lacked a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Now they got the pass rusher.
Yeah.
That's
And they're
what
gonna
their
have to get
defense
after,
needed.
Have to get after Tua, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson's
Yeah.
decently athletic.
Not only that, but I think the Bills have a pretty tough schedule this year.
They
so.
do. Then what do you think of their draft? So, let's go through the Duke Johnson comes in at running back. He should be running back 2 behind Singletary. They also got Zach Moss. Offensive line help, Roger Saffold, David Quessenberry, Shaq Lawson, Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips. What do you think of the draft? Did you hear? So Tre'Davious White, the number 1 corner, tore his ACL on Thanksgiving last year. So he's going to miss the start of the season, most likely. They're expecting him to come back between weeks 4 and week 7. So this puts a lot of pressure on rookie corner Kyer Elam out of Florida. Can he fill in and be corner number 1? Because no Tre'Davious, that's, how you feeling about Kyer Elam?
After watching him play at Florida, the guy is NFL ready, and I think it was actually a steal.
Yeah.
In the draft.
Late first.
Yeah, I think he's ready, and obviously he only has to do it for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 at the most.
And then get pushed back into corner 2. Tre'Davious takes...
And man, imagine if he's as good as what the potential and the ceiling he has, and then you have Tre'Davious White on the other side.
That's 2 pretty good corners.
That is...
Yeah.
Man,
The
good
defense
luck.
could be... And so there was a lot of talk they were the number 1 defense last year. I think they're going to be a better defense this year.
I agree.
So, could be something to look out.
Well, number 1 defenses don't give up a touchdown when it's time to be in the trenches and win the ball game.
That's why I had I didn't feel bad for the Bills when they lost that game because, you're the number 1 defense. Make a stop, man. You got to make a stop in those moments. And I was less concerned about the overtime goal score than the Josh Allen just scored. And how many seconds were there? 12? And they allowed Mahomes to go score. So you can't. If you're the number 1 defense, you got to do better than that. So hopefully Kyer Elam can help fix that. Von Miller. What do you think of James Cook? second round pick running back out of Georgia, the little brother of Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I think he's solid.
You wanted them to draft Brees Hall.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Brees Hall. I think he's a game changer.
Yeah, is there a big drop off? Can James Cook be a starting running back in the NFL?
I mean, he played in the SEC.
Yeah, I got my doubts about James. I don't think he's Dalvin. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh, no.
So I think he's more of a pass catcher, change of pace running back. I think he's the perfect running back too.
Yeah, but the reason why I thought Brees Hall fit so good in here is because, if you see his production at Iowa State, he was always available.
He could have been the workhorse.
The guy could just go, man.
And so I think drafting James Cook in the second round means they're still all in on Devin Singletary. Cook's going to come in and be that number 2, and maybe that kind of phases out Duke Johnson a little bit.
I mean, Duke Johnson isn't bad either.
Yeah, so it's going to be a running back by committee maybe.
Last year...
Maybe it phases out Zach Moss.
Last year, they should have really went out and got Devontae Williams when they had the chance.
Javonte?
Yeah.
Yeah, Javonte. We were all saying they should have taken him. Or Najee Harris if he had fallen.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. I think they'll be better, though. I really do. I think on both sides of the ball, this team is primed. This is the year to get to the Super Bowl. I think you agree with that.
Yeah, this is Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah.
It's, you have the talent. If you can't make it with this team, then you're not going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they still got Josh Allen, so they're going to be there for a while. But this is a prime year to take advantage of it. It seems, the division seems open. A lot of people are talking about the Dolphins. I see the Bills as the clear favorite in the AFC East.
Absolutely, I agree.
So we'll see. Maybe, I don't know what to think of the Patriots.
Honestly, I think the Bills could go on that 14-3 type of record, 15-2.
I think so. I tend to think 13-4, maybe 12-5, but damn good and should win the
5 losses.
division.
That's
Maybe they got a tough division, like you said. They could start 2-2, and then it's just 3 more losses. So we'll see. What do you think about rookie linebacker Terrell Bernard out of Baylor? Do you know him?
Yeah. He's a pretty solid player.
He's pretty athletic, I think.
Yeah, very athletic.
And fast, downhill, violent finisher, good potential.
Yeah, Baylor's linebacker coach has done a great job recently with that defense getting better anyway. So
And then you add him to Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano.
Yeah.
He's AJ Epinesa, so
Good luck scoring on that defense.
yeah, they're going to be damn good. Now, 5th round wide receiver out of Boise State, Khalil Shakir. I think there's some good potential here, and I think he might be wide receiver 4 this year when it all shakes out, and maybe even be more productive than Jamison Crowder.
We'll see. With this guy, I've seen him play a couple times as well. He's got speed.
Yeah, he's not bad.
You could use him to be that little sneaky dual threat type of, deep ball type of guy.
Yeah, maybe some end arounds as well.
Yeah.
For a 5th round pick, that's a great value pick.
Yes, it is.
So I look forward to seeing what Khalil Shakir can do. Let's look at losses real quick. Mitch Trubisky, they lose him. I'm a Trubisky fan still, being a Bears fan, so I hope he shows out in Pittsburgh. They had all good things to say about him in Buffalo. You lose Cole Beasley, which is interesting. So Cole Beasley is no longer on the team despite a career high 82 catches both of the last 2 seasons. He's got to get signed up by someone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there's other factors to it, but I'm not going to bring that up right now.
Yeah, but man,
You probably know exactly
the
what I'm trying to
production's
say.
there, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Cole Beasley has been the heart and soul before, even before Stephon Diggs got there.
Yeah, he's a hell of a slot, so he needs to get signed up by someone. A lot of teams could use him. Emmanuel Sanders is a sneaky maybe Bears sign, Buffalo or Chicago Bears. Could use a veteran.
That's a guy who I'm surprised still on the. There's many guys still on the board that just haven't been signed.
But let's go through the list of guys they lost. Darrell Williams, John Feliciano, Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, F.A. Obata, Vernon Butler, Harrison Phillips, Starlu Talele.
That's a big one.
A.J. Klein, Levi Wallace, and OC Brian Dable. So I still think they're the favorites, though, despite all those losses. They bring in Heath Farwell, special teams coordinator. Let's look at Sean McDermott real quick. Going into his sixth season as Bills head coach, 49-32 record. The key thing here, though, 3-4 in the playoffs. We love Sean McDermott, what he's doing in the regular season, but he needs to show it in the playoffs. Go on a run here, get multiple playoff wins the same season, and go deep into the playoffs, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, but, trust me, his job is safe because the Bills do not want to go back to what they used to be.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
His job absolutely should be safe.
You can give the credit to Josh Allen, but at the end of the day, it comes up coaching the others.
Well, as much credit goes to Josh Allen, Sean McDermott gets a lot of that credit too because he's the head coach. At the end of the day, it's all on him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this season from Buffalo. What do you think? So I think we've already talked about wins. Let's go like on a win range. Do you think 12 to 14 wins? 11 to 14?
12 to 14 for me.
Yeah. I could see I don't know about 11 and 6, so 12 to 14 makes sense.
12 and 5 is pushing it, man. I mean,
I could definitely see 12 and 5. 14 and 3 is pushing it in my opinion.
I mean, I see them losing a couple of games that they shouldn't.
I think they lose one to New England. I think they lose one to Miami. Because, it's just division rivalries. And then they're going to go lose one or two more. So 13 and 4, 12 and 5, I think. We'll see, though. Plus, the pressure. Trying to win that division 3 years in a row. Miami's better.
But if you think about it, 12 and 5 might not be enough to get home field advantage.
Well, 1 seed or...
Yeah. 1 seed,
They need the 1 seed. You want to play home. That's part of the reason they've struggled is losing road playoff games. They need to be at home.
You have to go 13 and 4 because there's many other good teams right now in the AFC that could definitely lock up that 1 seed.
Yep. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Call it right now. Are the Bills going to the Super Bowl?
Ooh. You know what? I got confidence enough in Josh Allen. I'm gonna call 2 things.
All right.
Bills are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. That's already a big-ass step.
Second thing, at the end of the season, Josh Allen will be the MVP.
MVP? All right. I like it. Two big calls right there. That's a great way to start our season previews with some 2 ballsy picks. I'm going Bills to win the division for a 3rd year in a row. I'm going Bills to the AFC Championship game. I think they don't get to the Super Bowl.
Who do they lose to?
I'm going to save that one for some future episodes. My pick for the Super Bowl is very interesting this year in the AFC. But, yeah, I think they get to the AFC Championship game. And like you said, a great point, they need that home field. If they don't have home field in the AFC Championship game, that could be where they trip up. If they have home field, you could be playing that in the snow. And advantage Josh Allen. How are you going to tackle Josh Allen in the snow?
Yeah.
So...
I mean, also, you have to think about it, in the AFC Championship game, you're going to go up in some stadiums that are just ruckus. You never know. You might have to go to Kansas City in a rematch.
Denver.
Yeah. The Mile High Stadium in the winter, no, you don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Even, out in L.A.,
yeah.
The Chargers or... whoever it is who could play them. There's many good teams.
Yeah, it's wide open this year, it feels like, more than ever. Because it feels like Kansas City took a little step back. The rest of the AFC West all took steps forward. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You got anything to add, or are we going to wrap it up?
Man, I'm excited.
Me too. I can't wait for the season. Can't wait for training camp. And let's get the hype started, because the season's coming up fast.
When does training camp start exactly?
Mid-July, usually.
So within the next week or so?
Yeah, camps are going to be starting up, so I can't wait. And we're going to keep these episodes coming out all summer long, so stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Keep an eye on July 20. We got a major interview coming out. You guys aren't going to want to miss that one. So good shit, Dustin. Great content as always.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. Have a great one, guys, and peace out.